Hey, Matt Selhorst, Boat Dealer Profits, where we're committed to helping you sell more boats, make more money, and have more fun. Just got the booth set up for Marine Dealer Conference and Expo down here in Orlando, and I wanted to talk to you because I'm going through it right now. I wanted to talk to you about taking advantage of opportunities, taking advantage of events, boat shows, offsite events, charity tournaments where you bring a boat to the event, whatever it may be. You know, you put a lot of effort in. You know, I came down from just outside Charlotte, came down to Orlando, invested in not much, but a little bit of marketing material, because I do maybe one show a year if I decide to exhibit here at MDCE. But you know what? You put the investment in, you make the effort, you get the hotel, you travel, you put together all the material. I mean, if you see behind me, I've got a magazine, obviously my book, which hopefully you have a copy of, Boat Dealer Profits, you know, getting your business cards together. I've got DVDs, I've got a drawing, and I want to talk about what's your strategy. So when you make an investment, when you make a commitment of time, of money, of resources, for me being away from my family, which is huge for me, you know, you want to make sure that you maximize the opportunity, that you don't just go and go through the motions and, you know, put your most effort in setting up the booth. To me, where the effort is most important and most impactful is up front on what's your strategy. So I have an approach for lead generation. I have an approach to get people to make a small commitment. I have an approach to get them to move up to a larger investment. And then I've got an approach to follow up with everybody and to maximize the results that they can get with me, okay? So if you invest in the book, guess what? There's a high likelihood that you're gonna get a follow-up. If you fit my criteria for a dealer I would wanna work with, you're gonna get a follow-up invitation to take advantage of the next step. If you invest in the, take advantage of what I set up as an MDCE scholarship, if you take advantage of that scholarship, and you start going through the program, there's going to be opportunities for you to get more and more deeply involved with our Done For You programs, and where we become your marketing department, again, if you're a good fit for that program. But having thought through it ahead of time from, okay, what's my strategy? Now, how am I going to execute it? And then what am I going to do to maximize it at the end? It's these two end caps that tend to get missed, and you focused on the execution of what's the booth going to look like. Now, I focused on it a little bit. I had a banner made, and I had some material printed, and I did invest in that stuff, but it was all within the framework of, okay, if this is going to be my lead generation approach, what do I need to do to draw people to the booth? If this is going to be my offer for people that are even just slightly interested in sales and marketing for their boat business, you know, a book that's $20, what can I do to incent them to take advantage of that, so that they spent some money with me and they have a great feeling, and they're like, man, this is some good information in here. It's got me motivated. Plus I got the DVD, which is even more educational, which is even going to give them some more specific tactics. And then say, hey, there's a group of people that are coming to the show that already know me, that have been watching my videos, that are reading my boating industry articles, that are listening to the podcast, that have seen me speak, have maybe invested in another program, and they just haven't invested in the newest, the Splash system, which is something that you know, they need to do. If they're serious about improving their sales and marketing, it's probably something that they need to do if they fit the criteria. So what can I do for those people? You have the same exact thing at the boat show. You have people that they've never heard of you before, and they're not going to be ready to make an investment of any sort. Well, how can you capture their information so you can then follow up with them and be there when they are ready? You have people that you know, are ready to buy a boat, but they're not sure what they're going to buy. You've already got that nailed down with your sales team. They know how to do that pretty well in most cases, but are they capturing the information just in case they don't buy? Number three, you've got people that already know you. Maybe they've bought a boat from you in the past. Maybe they've been in shopping you and they just haven't pulled the trigger yet, but they have a relationship with you. What can you do that's going to incent them to make the decision to get involved with your dealership, to buy one of your boats, or to join your marina, or join your boat club, or whatever services you have that would make sense. What are you going to do to incent them to do that? And for me, is it a cash discount? That's one of the worst things you can do, to just give a discount. So you notice I've got a scholarship. I've got a scholarship program that I'm offering, and if you're interested in that concept, there's some ways you can adjust it. It works well for me because I educate people, I do things for them, and scholarship kind of works. But can you do things to incent them to make a decision today that's not going to be a dollar for dollar cash discount? So, can you offer a product? Can you offer a service that maybe is a step up that they get just at your event? Think about it in terms of what can you do that's unique and different that nobody else is doing. I can assure you that there's nobody else in this whole building that has an MDCE scholarship for their program. I can assure you I'm the only one that has that, and David Parker just walked by. But it's something that I feel is so key to you maximizing. And then I already have a game plan for what's going to happen after the fact. Well, part of it's just normal and customary for me. I've got my Boat Dealer Profits newsletter. I have the podcast. I have my email sequence that you can sign up for. If you haven't signed up for it yet, the 11 ways to sell more boats now and forever. So that gets you on an automated email sequence with a bunch of videos that are just awesome, that go into more detail from the report. So if I generate a lead here at the dealer conference, and I have a conversation with somebody, even if they just drop a card, next year, if I decide to exhibit again, if I enjoy the experience and it fits well with my business, then guess what? Now I've got a relationship, so when they stop by, they're already at that next level. And if you take that same opportunity with your boat show, and even if somebody just fills out your drawing to win, the family fun package, or whatever you put together for your drawing, you have the opportunity for a full year to follow up with them, hopefully invite them to events to get them into your dealership. And if they don't, at that next boat show, guess what? You can invite them to your pre-boat show event before anybody else has the opportunity. Or if they don't show up to that, they come to the boat show again, they've already got a relationship with you. But you have to have that strategy in place. You have to have those mechanisms in place. It just has to be normal and customary for you to do those things, having autoresponders, having newsletters and boat previews, and doing all the other stuff in the Splash system. And that's it's interesting because it's doing this event has put that opportunity on me and that challenge on me of how am I going to apply the Splash principles, which I teach to dealers, and I basically have done for them. They just 80% done and 20% we got to customize. Now I've got to come up with it from the ground floor and put everything else that I've been doing. And so it just as I got the booth set up, I'm like, I need to do a video with my I put all this time in the booth. How can I leverage and maximize it? Well, again, another opportunity that you have at a show, leveraging and maximizing the work that you did. So I could have this nice pretty booth set up with my magazine and my book and my banner and my feather, which you can't see over here. I could just, the people that come in, that's it. But taking this opportunity to take, what are we on, 9 minutes, this is a long one, sorry about that, but hopefully it's resonating with you if you're still watching me. I took an extra 15 minutes to kind of get it set up, get it for a good background, and doing a video that's now going to be out there forever. I can send it to my list of subscribers to Boat Dealer Profits newsletter. I can send it to people that I meet here at the show, and they're going to get it in a future newsletter. It'll probably be in a couple of weeks. I kind of collect them up and just do them as it strikes me. But it's one more thing. So what I tell dealers is, you got all your boats set up and they're looking pretty, and you've got them, some of them have Chaparral and Robalo. They always put one of their boats up on up on the 45-degree angle so you can see the strakes and see underneath. You've done all that work. Why not take the opportunity to do a video of that where you can show the all the things that setup allows you to show, whether it's just a perfectly staged boat, whether it's your newest model, whether it's something that you're in the water and it's a great setup and background and it shows the lifestyle. Just take that little extra time. I know that you're going to be tired. I've worked the boat show. I understand that you're exhausted, but guess what? If you put an extra hour of work in, what's that going to do for the results? Because it's stuff that you can do one time and use it over and over and over. So for me, when I was working the boat show, everybody would go home and I would get as many boat video walkarounds as I could in before they turned off the lights. The last client left, we do our wrap-up meeting, I'm on my camera doing the video boat walkarounds because we've got everything staged. We've got, the twin engine that we almost never have in inventory. We've got the 40-foot cruiser that, it was brought in from our yacht center. We've got this boat, we've got this manufacturer's rep, and, take advantage of everything that you have there and capture it on video, because you can then utilize that as well. Man, I really should have made this 2 videos. There was 2 different trains of thought, but maximize the opportunity that you have when you put in the work and the investment and the resources to do a show, to do an event, take it to that next level, have a strategy, do what you already do at the event, have a follow-up strategy and a strategy to move them up the line from wherever they left at the event, and then have a strategy to take advantage of all the work you did to capture it on video so that you can use it forever. This video I can pull back out next year, the following year. Every boat show season I can pull this out, and the information is going to be very relevant. I may have more gray hair, I may have less of it, but it's going to be very relevant. So it's highly leveraged. So now we're on 15 minutes. Thank you very much. If you want to check out the Splash System, boatdealerprofits.com. If you go there, that free report, 11 ways to sell more boat now and forever, is now up on the site. You can get that. If you haven't got a copy of my book, Boat Dealer Profits, right there it is. You can pick up that, boatdealerprofitsbook.com, with the special offer I have going. If you want to learn more about the Splash System, you say, you know what, Matt, I've been watching you long enough. It's time that I take advantage of really getting into the nitty-gritty and really getting stuff done with your system and using your tools and your templates and making sure that it gets implemented in our dealership. Reach out to me, go to boatdealerprofits.com/apply, and you can check that out, or go to take advantage of a one-on-one strategy session with me. If you go to the blog or basically anywhere on my site, on the right-hand column, somewhere in there, it says one-on-one strategy session with Matt. Take advantage of that and let's get on the phone and have a conversation about your business, where there's opportunities and where there's weaknesses, and see if maybe the Splash System or something else that we do, our Done For You marketing program, is a good fit, and would enjoy that opportunity to actually have not a face-to-face, unless we do a video chat, which I'm doing more and more of, but have an opportunity to have those conversations. So thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon. Matt Selhorst, Boat Dealer Profits, creator of the Splash System, and I'm committed to helping you sell more boats, make more money, and have more fun. Take care, everybody.